The following story is an artistic work of fiction and falsehood. Only a fool would consider it as fact. Chapter 24, Epilogue. Posted to TG on September 22nd, 2008. This is with Nurse-kun's proper tripcode, attested by a witness. My little sister has asked me to make an army for her to play in Warhammer Fantasy and another for Warhammer 40k. And like the brother that I am, I don't really want to deny her the ability to play any games with me and my gaming group. However, I don't know what army I should build for her. What army would TG suggest I make for a little girl to play in both of the games I mentioned? In before 200 plus replies. Skinks! Good work, OP. Speaking as someone in a not entirely dissimilar situation, I found that my girl, when I've let her play my copy of Dawn of War, haven't played tabletop in years, liked the Imperial Guard the best. I couldn't get her to admit why this was, but she does seem to highly enjoy employing artillery barrages, backed up by a mix of heavy weapon squads and masses of guardsmen, with me sitting nearby to act as military advisor if she's having any trouble. Huh? Are you the Nurse-kun? Nurse-kun, where have you been? Please tell us what's happened since your disappearance. He wrote LCB, then he hid. What? Nurse-kun wrote Love Can Bloom. Then it all blew up and he couldn't take the pressure and hid. Love Can Bloom is a pretty infamous Warhammer fanfic. No. But my life did get busy enough that I stopped posting about it on 4chan. Just tell us she's fine, and we won't bother you further. Please. Please give us a brief summary. Just give us some closure. She's fine. At the moment, she's sitting across the room from me, watching what looks like an episode of Avatar on DVD. She likes Toph. I can't believe I get to post in a Nurse-kun thread after all this time. The likelihood of troll is high, but whatever. So, was it real or fake, Nurse-kun? Was it all a dream? Extra points for heresy. I'm telling you, I didn't write LCB. Well, I checked 4chan archive. Aside from the +W at the end of his tripcode, it's exactly the same. Damn fitting. Everybody likes awesome Toph. How is the little lass now? Just a short overview or something. And all of you thinking that the OP's lying, let me say that my own little sister likes my Warhammer models and the fluff, though I left out some of the more PG-13 specifics. I think that she, OP's sister, just likes the look of the models and the fact that Big Bro's painting and assembling them. It's all a big arts and crafts project. Hence, OP, try to get a catalog, a brochure or something, DL the codices off RS and show her the pics of the models, see what she likes, get a few of them and turn it into a family occasion. Be prepared to offer words of encouragement and words of comfort when she finds out golden demons take work. Oh, and post in a Nurse-kun thread. Agree on the overview and the posting in a Nurse-kun thread. Honestly, I wish that I could be as manly as he is. Okay, fine. Summary. She's doing fine, I'm doing fine, we're doing fine together. In a new place, which I'm renting. Her education and various therapies are going quite well. My father died. My family and I have been dealing with it as best we can. My mom loves her. She likes my mom and various other members of the family to varying degrees. I've been working part-time at a new job and that's going pretty well. She enjoys Avatar, Dawn of War, my Muppet Show DVDs, and we play a mean duel game of the Tohos. The end. Back to the discussion of OP's quandary. I'm always behind on my stories and whatnot. Nurse-kun is the one with the damn good story, right? I tried to read that, but my Moe meter shattered from overdose. Oh, and posted in a Nurse-kun thread. Nurse-kun is that androgynous nurse who found a triple amputee lolly with one arm. She got in a fight with some marine, and Nurse-kun comes just in time. That's as far as I got before I realized it may turn into a lolly girl /fic, and then got scared and stopped reading. Closure. Sweet closure. Time to die. By the way, OP, I suggest Undead, either one for Warhammer. They are the easiest to paint and have the best fluff. All she needs to learn for Scalies is either dry brushing or how to use washes. As for 40k, I wouldn't recommend Daiji. They rule, but painting dozens of guys will bore her to bits eventually. I'd go for Grey Knights or maybe one of the other SM factions. Blood Angels, tortured but noble, would seem to suit her taste, and aren't that hard to paint. I remember chapter 21, one of the most heartwarming things I've ever read. I remember crying every time I read it, since it was just so sweet. I will say this, then I'll go back to lurking. It is adorable to hear a young girl, "Wah," even if it's barely above a whisper, solemn-faced, while she's directing a squigoth to crush a Tau commander. That may factor into your decisions. And thus, Nurse-kun gives up his tripcode for the last time, once again rejoining the shadowy masses of Anonymous, never to be seen again. His B threads have become 4chan legend, and his legacy is heavily debated to this day. The threads were documented in real time on Wikichan. However, due to a server crash, all the fan art and the story itself were thought to be lost forever. Fortunately, a non-Danish Anon known as Seraphan had followed the threads in real time as the story unfolded, and worked tirelessly to save the story for future generations. Regardless of whether you believe the story to be real or fake, it ultimately gives a window into what 4chan was in the year 2007, and what this influential community became, and what the site truly meant to the users who lurked and posted at this time. Thus ends the story of Damaged Goods. My name is Ruzzfe, and good night.